The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Big Henry. Check 53's Mike. Bandit.
Murray now on first down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. 53's the Mike. 54. 53. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. Murray fighting. Lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Check. Fresno. Hey, bunch. Here, sit.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180!
Watch the screen.
Flag.
Shift. Check 3.
No.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Single.
On 2nd and 2, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Check Mike 39.
Watch the pass.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, come on,
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
We got this.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
At the 19-yard line.
Switch! Switch!
Now Murray off play action. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. Touchdown, Arizona. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And now the Cardinals are going to go for 2 here. From the gun, Murray, and that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Looky here, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and now an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go. 180!
Watch the pass.
Hey, kill!
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Wait,
Pick it up.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
And an Eagle first down.
Here we go. 280!
I got you.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
280!
Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jordan Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on
2-yard attempt.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, so they take just the one here, and that makes it an 8-7 game in the first. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's an 89-yard kick return. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's up and good. That pushes the lead now to 15-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wentz to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 53's Mike. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
On 2nd and 9, Murray forced out to his left. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something work.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, motion, flag.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Shotgun now from Murray. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? You just and a big loss here as he's taken down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing his Wentz. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 44-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Say,
First down, Murray. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Here we go.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Back-to-back good play.
Let's go.
Got a man. It's Brown.
Done. What's being done?
Check Mike 39. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike.
Doing something?
Down Murray again.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he will score.
You said no?
Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler
We're not doing
Murray
anything?
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals push further out in
So what, are we
front.
just gonna
And
kick
now
that
once
nigga?
again, they'll line
Or are
up
we
to go
gonna
for 2.
put him what?
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
This man has not tried to put up a winning season yet.
After the touchdown, he's Prater to kick.
I should have known whenever Brett threw 90 picks.
So are we kicking Curry and venting and suspending Chargers, nigga? Yeah. Herbert.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
We gonna spin them for like one game.
Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs.
Yeah, Herbert.
And hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Are you kicking him from the league right now?
We about to give him a
runs to the edge. We think about
Wow,
breakers,
bro.
don't we? In this case, it was a modest
All right,
game,
Kyle.
but it does
Kyle,
open
we
up
gotta make some
possibilities
shake
here on
now, bro.
second down.
Oh, yeah. Great deal, 9.
On 2nd and 7. Wentz.
Are we kicking him right now?
Over the middle, and it's It's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it'll bring up third down.
I would have been kicked that nigga like 2 months ago.
Slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
Now Wentz on third down. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
An attempt at a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here's Sam Cook now. As he'll
I just dropped
for the second time.
Justin Herbert suspended 1 game for deliberate boosting. Kyron is gone.
With it is Brown. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position.
I ain't even gonna argue with that nigga.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now,
can somebody kick Kyron before you start dropping
so
people? Well, actually, you can't drop anybody under. You can't drop anybody above 80 anymore.
Got this complete to the rookie out of
Yeah, do that.
UMass, Andy Isabella. 23 yards, the final tally.
I don't care. Bro, this man Curry is calling nothing but
first down. He's got his guys a first down here. Murray now on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good
I knew, man, the last time I talked to a nigga in a party, it was on the draft, and he was just talking to me. I was saying something about him knowing all the players and shit. He was trying to bet money on niggas having X factors. I was like, why would you bet money on somebody having X factors? Unless you knew it. But either way. I was like, bro, why are you even in this party? He was like, because I can be.
Now this time Murray to throw it. This throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Operating from the gun, Murray, and he is in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Did you already kick him, dude?
And the Cardinals push further out in front.
I ain't got nothing else to say to him, bro.
All right.
Nothing else to say.
Once again, the Cardinals will line up and go for the 2-point conversion.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Kyle, let's talk about the red, bro.
From the gun, Murray. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
Waterworks. I mean, Kyle, we're going to have to start making a move. Well, I am, at least, because exactly, see, he did that, we're going to start coming out of pocket real bad. I mean, you still got his orange. Alright, so you got the Blues Monopoly. Kyle, no. Let me pass go. It's alright.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
What?
No, I would tell my offense right here.
But that nigga's tired. He's been ready.
He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
I said, say what happened again.
But hey, listen, there's some guys, there got to be casualties
in the other league. At this point. True. I definitely remember that. And so we only had to suspend bro for only what, a game? Bro, he should be going for the rest of the season, no cap.
I think the same thing, but
Dice be lagging, bro.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nah, because we already in week 3,
good idea for him to reintroduce himself to receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
The thing is, bro, is that them boys, the score was 91-78.
To throw as well.
There was only one turnover, bro.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right,
like,
but it comes
he
up
over here
empty.
trying to vouch for it as if bro was trying.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here.
Yeah, I told him out that nonsense, bro.
Too fucking long, bro.
Too long.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive.
All right, Kyle. We're gonna have to make it.
They're taking momentum.
This is getting ridiculous, bro. Oh, Paul, don't roll a 5.
Yeah, I'm about to score 100 on the Eagles nigga, so I'm just gonna go ahead and
stop. And creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part
Jalen, who's Eagles?
And now they're just looking to add to that total. He'll have it past midfield.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and play running clock because I got 40 with 3 minutes left in the second.
There of 21 yards. On first down, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. A gain of 6 there on first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. To throw again on second down. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Electric company.
Coming up at at the half. A reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He gets it to Brown, complete.
No,
and he has another first down.
No, it's
They'll get
not,
the ball
bro.
down to the Eagles' 17-yard
sitting
line.
here SOL.
A good
No, I'm
grab
about to
there
be
by the
SOL.
former Central Michigan man, Antonio
$2,300,
Brown.
bro.
And he
You
got
about to
some
just
real estate
you
on
about
the
to
catch, too,
do the
didn't
same
he?
thing you
I
just
think
did.
the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football,
That's what I
even
did.
though
I
he's
said,
covered
yo,
well,
let me
he
get the
somehow
electric.
finds a way to get it.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Now this time he'll look to throw.
Oh, wow. What?
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough third
But
and
you
9.
You still not
have two bands.
You still not kicked out of the
Here's
league?
Murray on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
No, I don't care about kicking him out of the chat. I want to see how mad.
Loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics,
You calling
it's usually
nobody
not good
touched.
in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know they're 31 and 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league.
This is what he offered me.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second.
I haven't said more than 2 words to anyone since we've gone through. Are you kidding me? You just had like a whole monologue. Great vocabulary. Oh, thank you. Welcome.
Alright, y'all boys. Yeah, I'm about to go back into the party.
College district.
I guarantee everyone was too passionate with the bitches that I was going to get because she's getting on everyone's nerves. She's like obnoxious, controlling. I feel like maybe she's bipolar, severe psychological issues.
Prater now will send it.
Y'all still in here not speaking?
Signal
Is it what?
for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Hey, 74, 74.
43 is the mic, boys. 43.
Hey, high 7.
He's tired of you. He's tired of us. Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
Wentz now to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. And it's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now he'll escape to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Murray now on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Murray off play action. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. High throw, but the catch is made.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. What a season he continues to have defensively. Now a dozen interceptions this year, Charles.
And let's face it, we've watched a lot of ball. But when you get 12 in 1 year, that's better than most careers, isn't it?
Absolutely, and you might be asking for a bump in pay, too.
No doubt about it. Running right in there and talking to the team.
12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. On 2nd down now, Benjamin, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Double dog, that's the way.
On 3rd down, Jefferson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see. 99 yards of field in front of you.
Yeah, it just showed.
And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Here's Murray from midfield. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
He was brought down by Trevor Williams. It's a gain of 7. Makes it third and...
The Cardinals on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun on third down, Murray. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray being chased out left. He's going to take off with it, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. 15 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point good by Prater, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he's going to...
Even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
You got tight right there.
1st down, Eagles.
80 weapon. Man 5-7.
On 1st down, Wentz. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Elliott good with a PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's at least
she's on like the 5th tune at this point.
she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. On first down, Benjamin. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Big stop, let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit.
They'll start the game.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And how about this, a fake? But he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Elliott good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cardinals, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, I'm about to come on right now. Wait, watch this touchdown first. It was an accident.
I really like this.
Alright, who's parking my joiner?